Hey, all my homies. All right, guys. First, if you don't know me, my name is Rachel Feldman, graduated from the Institute for Integrative Nutrition back in 2010. Most people know me as that chick who just is not going to BS to you on exactly how hard it can be at times to build your business. But what I always like to say to every coach or wellness professional who buys from us at yourhealthcoachbiz.com is that it is totally possible to do this as long as you just are really smart with your time, really smart with the content that you're putting out there. And so in today's training, what we are doing is we are adding on to what we've been talking about. The other day, did a live on how to pick your workshop for a live. Even if you're super scared, even if you have, all those fears of what am I going to say? So what I wanted to do is, of course, show you then how to repurpose that live. Many of you are making the mistake that I see, not only did I make, but tons of people in the industry is that we do a live and then we don't learn how to repurpose it. So let me just show you step by step. A lot of people didn't even know this was possible. So bear with me as I take you to Facebook. I'm going to show you how to go through the process of downloading your live so that you can repurpose it. Okay, so let me share. Okay, so step one is, of course, you did your live. And so what I tell people a lot is if you're doing your live, let's say you have it scheduled so that you start training people, your ideal client, to know that they should be either coming to your page or coming to your group on, X day. You've done your live. If you forget, as I mentioned the other day, if you're doing this on your phone with a tripod, we talked about a bunch of different ways to do this. Of course, you can save it to your phone. But the truth is sometimes we forget. We just hit that, share button, or I think it's like right after it says, do you want to share this? And we don't hit the save button on our phone. Well, if you didn't do that, or maybe you are using either something like StreamYard, which is the platform that I'm using to stream into Facebook. You can also stream, of course, to YouTube on using StreamYard, or maybe you're doing Zoom webinar and you want to take that live and download it so that live, all your hard work, you can use that on YouTube and really have your work be working for you. So let me just show you. Say, I'm going to go to, bear with me. Let me just go to a live right here. This is my personal page. Of course, could do this on my business page. So I'm going to go right here and I'm going to go to videos. So here was one the other day, how to choose your workshop or your live. So bear with me as you're good morning, good afternoon for some of you in different parts of the world. So you're gonna click, hold on, click on that actual video of the Healthy Hustle podcast, which means we talk about everything behind the scenes of what it takes to build your signature business. Let me just see, this one just did this the other day. That's why I'm like, what is going on? So just bear with me, guys. I almost seriously wanted to say, hey there, cool cats. That's like so. So see right here, you can download your video. So if you're doing this on your personal, you're going to click. There, guys. And then we're going to do download video as. There may be something that Facebook just changed the other day. Okay. Let me just, hold on. I'm going to save this as health talk because this was a health talk about immune system. Of course, health And so let me just go to my page for a second and just see if that was a snafu or if we don't see those three little dots. I'm just one to always be like, what the heck is going on? And remember, keep in mind, guys, platforms will always change. And so it's really good, of course, to kind of play around on that platform and see what some of those changes may be and how it affects your plan. So if I know that I'm going to not be able to do this, of course, with that same, edit details, embed, delete. So it's giving just different features. So I would highly suggest, of course, that if you are doing this from your iPad or your phone, you're saving this to your iPad and phone clearly. But what we're going to show you is how to take that one video. So here's my YouTube account. A lot of you guys are not repurposing, and it can be really this easy. So right here, I have this video that I just did. That video, if you're thinking about doing one on immune or perimenopause or ketogenic or grain-free, why not have that on YouTube as well? And then being able to fill out the description. So I'm going to say boosting your immune health when you have an autoimmune. I'm going to pick a title that really feeds in, of course, to my ideal client. I'm also going to pick something that I feel is something that my ideal client with an autoimmune, or I could even say food allergies, if I really wanted to get specific and polarized down right here. I'm not going to go through the process of making a Canva thumbnail, but what's really easy is you have a Canva thumbnail that you can make. Go into Canva, either use the templates that they have to make a YouTube thumbnail, or simply, of course, we have a lot of our different programs that come with YouTube thumbnails. Even in my Content in Box membership, all of the materials this month come with done for you Facebook ads. That's pretty much like the same size that you can even use for a thumbnail. So I'm going to just, for the purpose of showing you like how simple this is, it's going to ask you a few questions. I'm going to keep this unlisted because the way that I always worked my business was I would decide what days I was taking an action step. So for example, if I'm going to use this on a blog and I'm releasing my blog on Monday, I want to keep this unlisted right now so that I can, of course, take the HTML, and then you're going to see how easy this is, which is why, guys, when you're thinking of our content, many of you have blogs, many of you have so much content, and it's sitting there in your Dropbox. Instead of being able to copy and paste a blog there, you did the live that maybe you did on like Thursday. Friday, you're going to spend some time downloading that live, repurposing it, or downloading or a video. Maybe you made, a video on your phone, and you want to, of course, upload that to YouTube. Just make sure on your, on your computer, on your phone, that you have YouTube or Vimeo there, so it can just be an easy upload. I'm going to close this just for the purpose of right now and see. Just need to put my glasses on. You'll see right here that if, of course, you wanted to grab the YouTube link, just going to pause this so we don't hear it. Oops.
Hi, I'm Emily.
Going into the video details, just going to pause. And I want to show you how easy this is when you have no time. Now, clearly, you're going to fill in the description. I want that description, of course, to match, as I discussed the other day, when we have a high-performing webinar or workshop or even a class. What you're talking about, have that freebie as a direct download in the description. Furthermore, the video that I'm showing you here can also be on your blog at the top when you, of course, take your HTML. What does that actually mean? So we're going to go to share, and it's going to say embed. So what you're going to do is you can just click, copy. We're not even going to take this to Instagram for right now. We're just going to show how easy and simple this can be. And just take you through the process. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Say I have a post right here. Just going to do this for the purpose. I have a post, and I see one that's in draft, which I would say, guys, for any of you who are building your business with kids, with anybody with other responsibilities, many of us are wearing so many different hats that I highly suggest getting your blogs in draft, so that when you are in a time crunch, or you're launching, or you're, just in the midst of building, that it's much easier for you, of course, to go and make changes. What you're seeing right here is actually a platform called Elementor. It's a plugin. The websites that we create at yourhealthcoachbiz.com are front builder websites. And so what you're seeing right now is Elementor. This is an old video that I had done. You're seeing Elementor, and you're seeing actually how easy it is to change. So let's just say that I wanted to go in and put a style block. Boom. That's how easy it is to create stuff in this, which is why I love it. Since I don't have to embed it, I can embed it, but this actually, when I'm doing this in my site, which is the sites that we create, all I have to do is actually put the video. I'm going to go click to this little top button, put in the video. So really, in a matter of, maybe an hour maximum, you have the video that you did, the blog. I can put a call to action at the bottom. Many of you maybe are doing sidebars as well. And let me even just show you how to pull from the HTML. But you see, this is actually one of our images. This is actually, I think we pulled from a freebie. So let me just show you also the quick. If I'm going to go back to WordPress, then of course I'm going to have to look where there's HTML here. And we might have to do that on another day, just because I don't even use the HTML anymore. But I will tell you that for those of you who, when you're creating your blog and you see the HTML, no, it's not that. When you see the HTML, yeah, I'm not going to screw around, and just when you find that on your blog where you actually can insert that HTML, that's exactly what you're bringing over. You saw that we simply copied and pasted it. All of a sudden, then you have really what I call the content machine. You're taking the content that you actually used on your workshop or your webinar or your class, and you're then actually making sure that you've pulled down that live, you're uploading it to YouTube, which is a search engine. You're using the same video. You could even upload that to IGTV. You could even take portions of that video that you did and create reels, create even, little TikTok videos, all from one live that you did, and you did it scared or not even thinking that that live could be used in about 5 different ways. So guys, I think that I'm actually having like a really poor connection today, and I see myself frozen. So we're going to just end this. For those of you who watched it, it's great to see you. And if you have any questions, let me know. All right, guys, have a good one.